WC, man, reaction video. Y'all know what it is. Final four. And these last 2 days of college basketball, women and men have just been completely draining for me. From me waking up this morning thinking that the UConn women, like it was a April Fool's joke that their 111th game winning streak just was snapped, to today where there's just, there's no fools here today between these two games. It's just a lot of heartbreak. The first game between South Carolina and the Zags, man. I mean, I thought the Zags were going to run away with it, man. I was just, I was just getting up. I was like, look, man, let me just go put on my coat or something. You know what I'm saying? Just take a walk. And then I turn around and you know, South Carolina comes back from about almost 20 points down, and it's just crazy. Like, I'm like I'm not a complete and total believer. Let me get my camera right. I'm not a complete and total believer of coaching influence necessarily. And I said that last night with with Gino, and when I was talking about the UConn women, where it's just like, at the end of the day you have talented players, but the coaching just takes it to a next level. And Frank Martin he just gets the best out of his team. You know what I'm saying? He just gets the best out of that South Carolina team, and they stuck to it. They almost pulled it off, but the Zags just pulled away at the end. And then this game, I want to name this Final Four game between Oregon and North Carolina as the back tap of doom. Like, Oregon had two really good chances to get the ball at the end of the game. Instead of going for the three, they went for the two. That's what they're supposed to do. That's good coaching there. And these guys couldn't rebound to save their life, man. I mean, Meeks had like 24 points. Not he had like 25, 24 points, 14 rebounds, and he came up with the biggest rebound of the game. And North Carolina's going to the national championship against the Zags. Now, I had this national championship matchup in one of my brackets. I would cut away to show you guys, but for timing issues and I'm trying to get this video up as quick as possible. But I wanted to show this picture of Roy Williams as a symbolic, just for the overall, intensity that this guy shows on the sidelines. And he's just another coach along with Krzyzewski and Gino, that just get the best out of their squads. And I was watching a game last night between the OKC Thunder and the Spurs, and I'm watching Popovich at the end of that game. And if anybody likes the NBA, y'all know what I'm talking about. At the end of that game, just watch, go back if you can, if you look it up on YouTube, if they show you, or just look it up on highlights. You'll see Popovich calling the plays, and he was doing it emphatically. And then Kawhi Leonard, he must have glimpsed over at him like for a split second, caught the play, and then he took it straight to the rack. And it was an and one, and then it was a 4 point game. The game was over. This was Roy Williams' reaction before the rebound by Meeks to seal their trip to the national championship game. And you can just see the intensity on this guy's face. And I'm a big huge fan of the Maryland Terrapins. I used to always rock with Gary Williams, because of the fact that no matter if they were losing or not, you could basically tell how they were doing with the expression on their face. I seen them blow out a team by 25, and he was still on the sidelines, and he had a look on his face exactly like the one that Roy Williams has. And it's just like, this tournament is more so of a chess match between coaches. I know I took a long time to say that, but that's basically what it is. North Carolina is going to be going to the national championship against the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Let me give y'all my predictions. All right. The heartbreak, the despair, the last minute shot last year for North Carolina. I think that this is sweet revenge for these guys. They got away. I'm going to tell you like this. If you're an Oregon Ducks fan, I know the heartbreak, the despair. One thing that I don't like, and I wanted to make sure I wanted to say this. The rebound, there was like it was just crazy. Like I know the game of basketball is emotional because I played it myself. I didn't play it on this level, but I played it myself. You have to keep yourself in the game. It's the Final Four. You had guys after the rebound and the foul. They were laying on the ground, squatting and praying and about to cry. And the game, there was like at least 3 or 4 more seconds left. It's almost like they, emotionally just kind of gave up. And then the last play, the last missed three throw on the 1-and-1. It was just, it's almost like they had dead legs. It's like they had dead emotions, and that's one thing that I was really depressed to see that for Oregon because they fought so hard, and this game was a complete, coin flip. Could have went either way. My national championship prediction. All right, I know I went all the way over the place. My national championship prediction is North Carolina. All right, I think that this is just a destiny thing where people were talking about the narrative last night with Mississippi State and them getting completely destroyed last night. I mean, the other last year by the UConn women, and then this year, being a 20-point underdog and winning it. There's nothing underdog about this North Carolina team. All right, they should beat the Zags, but if the Zags win it, I wouldn't be shocked. You shouldn't be shocked. They're one of the best teams in the country. This time of the year is not necessarily about which team is the best team. And I know this sounds cliche. It's not about who's the best team. It's about who's the hottest. And you got two hot teams. It should be a down to the wire, maybe a rebound or something like that in the national championship game. But I'm taking North Carolina. I mean, when your coach looks like that, looks that angry. All right, let me zoom in on his face. When your coach looks that angry, all right, you got to take him seriously. It's the WC. It's the World Championship. Breaking news. North Carolina moves on to take on Gonzaga in the national championship game. Let me know how you guys feel down below. It's the WC, and I'm gone.